What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and here to annoy me today is Saint and Gray.
Hey yo,
We're just chilling in the
whatever.
Discord, and I was telling him, like, dude, I have yet to release like an official Bertrand guide, and of course Saint's like, nah, hell no, don't share that. I mean, a lot of people's builds are the same. I'm not sure. Damn, my phone's popping off. I'm not sure. How similar my build is to other people's, right? Because I haven't really looked at it too much. A lot of my mage stuff I have built with a lot of testing that Gray Saint and I have done. But just to kind of give you guys a little bit of credibility on the build, right? We have 30 million PvP kills with Bertrand in one season, right? So, um, we do. Your boy cooked a little bit with El Bertrand, right? So I do think that he's definitely one of the must invest for mages, especially because he's a flyer, guys. For those of you guys that have been supporting the channel for a while, you know that one of my goals is to have 5 flying celestial marches. Be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Is it gonna be the highest in DPS? Probably not, but it'd be super cool though. But anyways, as you guys saw, yeah, 30 million kills. I'll bring up the talent tree in the background just so you guys can see what I went with here. This is pretty basic here. Make sure you get that speed, got overall health, right? And then going into the skills tree, overall attack, get some more hero skill damage there. I went with head held high, um, getting more rage for Bertrand, and then for here I went with Spirit of Rage. Casting rage skills grants an additional 20% damage, and then from there I went with Detached. Right, you do 4% less normal attack damage, but 8% more hero skill damage. That is massive right there. Focus, pretty standard build, I would say. Pretty standard build, I would say. Going cage the animal here, and then going over to the magic side, magic HP, and this is a pretty big part right here, guys. The magic speed. One of the biggest problems with Bertrand and Tohar, or Bertrand and whoever you're running it, actually Atheist probably doesn't have a speed problem, but Bertrand Tohar specifically, it has a speed problem for sure. But when you get magic speed here and you max it out, that's 15% March speed that you get, which definitely helps offset that. More hero skill damage for Bertrand's nuke. And then for here, Magic Maelstrom. Obviously, you don't hit an additional target with that March. So, and then Magic Maelstrom, guys. This thing is super slept on. Even on my Lily, I run this now instead of the 8% chance to add an additional target. Who knows? Maybe someone has actually crunched the numbers down, but the way that I look at this now after playing the game for a year, I'm like, dude, screw an 8% chance. I'm trying to get the defense penetration, ignoring 10% of the target's defense for 5 seconds, right? So that's what I kind of went with there. Um, this is the build that I've been running. However, this season, once the wars start popping off, I will be testing out the magic tree in full effect out in the open field, along with having arcane torrent. So one of the best ways that obviously that I used him, I tested him with all kinds of marches, guys. Thea, Lilia, obviously Tohar, Atheist, Waldir, almost any combination that you can think of, and definitely my top two, with no surprise, is Bertrand Tohar being number one, and then for sure Bertrand Thea. I don't know. Arguably, I enjoyed the Bertrand Thea a little bit more. Um,
The thing where it was fun to use against ancients, bro.
oh, dude.
Such a fun march.
There's just so many situations where there's like a lot of choke points. Like when we were fighting ancients and we were going over the bridge, a lot of the times they will kind of pin us to the corner once our ball got smaller, and then I can just fly away with my Bertrand. Just to give you guys
Mm-hmm.
perspective, we got my Tohar here. He's at 18 million PvP kills, and then Bertrand has nearly 11 million more kills. I think it probably has to do with his his skill damage, right? Bringing in way more kills for you. Don't get me
Could also
wrong,
be putting them on flyers.
true. The cow is crazy, But Bertrand, I feel like probably just gets more kills overall. Who knows? I don't really have any stats to back that up except for what I have here because I have used them damn near about the same ish. But I actually probably use Bertrand a little bit more because of Thea. Obviously, you guys know my Thea. 157 million PvP kills with her. Sheesh.
Some slight.
Sean Schley, she's a beast, right? So that's the build that I have here, guys. I'll put it up for you guys once again. And then for the extra one, I put it here, Steady Hands. When gaining a buff effect, your Legion gains 20% chance to gain synergy, increasing their heal skill damage dealt by 2% for 5 seconds. So I have that as well. Um, that's what I have. So like, kind of going into the future of Bertrand, like I told you guys this season, I will be testing out the magic tree and then halfway into the PvP just to give him a little bit more speed because they do fall behind a few times. Especially with Zeta being on the mix now, you know. Well, anyways, I digress. Kind of jumping back to the whole Bertrand, and like I mentioned earlier, he's 100% a must invest. Even our guy Gray Balls over here, being a T4 player, he's been popping off with it.
Definitely my favorite March. Outperforming my Lilia Valen, bro. It's crazy. Bit disappointed that Lillian Valen was like my go-to investment, and then literally the next season, Bert Tohar drop, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, and one
But
of
now,
the go ahead.
I'm good. I'm good. I finished.
Yeah, so one of the things that Gray was saying that T5 players probably don't notice this much is he was saying with Lilia Valen, like he was kind of hesitant to hit T5 archers. But with Bert Tohar, because of the reduced counterattack damage, right? The 15% and the defense bonus from both of them and Bertrand, he was able to comfortably hit him a little bit more, especially having that Mirage Orb equipped. You do like if you're not getting hit by them, obviously, you do have the
Mm-hmm.
chance to absolutely do some damage through those little sneaky archer mains that are flexing their chests around nowadays, with the new archers coming
To
around.
put it in perspective, my Bert Tohar, I was able to trade positive, even more positive against T5 archers. And we're talking about like Alibaba Sindri on Freygar. If y'all watched last video, y'all know who Alibaba is. If I'm trading positive, as long as he doesn't hit me, it's a dub. My
Mm.
Lily of Valen gets melted though by counterattack, but my Bert Tohar, completely fine. I'm comfortable hitting T5 archers as long as I'm not getting hit back.
She said I'm T4, but I'm here to play.
For real.
um, for those of you guys that don't have, and then kind of going into the pairings a little bit, free to play pairings, I would say with Valen, bro, such a
Little bit
fun
Bert
march.
slap.
Oh my god, dude. The amount of speed and damage with this combination of Bertrand and Valen, guys, just straight crazy damage and speed. It's so much fun to use it. You're coming in, bang, bang, bang. You come out. You're just so quick, right? With the March speed that Valen brings, it kind of helps that the Bertrand build. And then even with Valen, I realized, like I said, guys, every build could be different, right? And it depends on your what you have going on. So when I had Bertrand and Valen, right, because Valen is able to provide that 20% March speed bonus, I was able to focus a little bit more DPS on the Bertrand build, right? You could even switch this off here. Instead of magic speed, you can go for more rage, right? To or you could even go more defense, right? You can just really, you know, alter the stats a little bit. For sure, like I said, Bertrand Tohar was bringing in a lot of merits, but also Bertrand Thea, right? Don't sleep on Thea, guys. Do not sleep on Thea. And I didn't try him too much out in the field at all, actually. But a lot of people were swearing by Bertrand Atheist. There's a specific person that I'm speaking with. He's T4, low spend, and he's like, bro, you need to try Bertrand Atheist. I did try him once or twice, and it did good, bro. Not gonna lie, it did good. As far as artifacts, you guys saw that I mentioned the Mirage Orb, but you can even do Infernal Flame. I know Infernal Flame, a lot of people like it with just Lily alone, but dude, it could still do damage there. Let me go look at my artifacts. Um, dude,
Going
a lot of them are pretty universal. What were you obviously
what?
using the Mirage Orb, right, Gray? On yours?
Yeah. First, I didn't have the Mirage Orb like when it first dropped. So I was using like the Vestige of Sanctus at first
Mm.
because I didn't have it leveled up. I know you remember me complaining, bro. I didn't have enough dust to get it to level 60, so I was running the Vestige of Sanctus. I ain't gonna lie, I was definitely happy with the Vestige of Sanctus. Definitely happy. Was I losing a lot of DPS? Yeah, but I was out in the field for so long that it did eventually pay off. I did not gonna lie, I did try a Burt Atheist, but I
Uh,
didn't like it too much. It wasn't slapping like raw stats as much as Thea was.
mm,
It
yeah.
could be that I have Thea expertise, while Atheist is also expertise, but I don't know. It could be like a build issue.
Yeah, it's overall pretty crazy. And I mean, for those of you guys that are doing your dailies and doing the wheels, like you can get it relatively fast. Um, I think Bertrand, for some people, it took him about a season with just dailies and maybe like a wheel. Um, so wasn't too bad there. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys try other stuff. Oh yeah, let me show you the pet, right? I always forget. I always forget to show you guys the pet. Boom. All right, so this
Little
is the
shadow.
this the pet that I'm running. You have 164 damage there. Uh, Running Forceful Shadow Hunter for increased damage. As you guys see, the intelligence is pretty cracked on this pet. 342. Definitely pushing the limits there. Crit rate 19% for war pet skill damage. We have follow up here. Um, I do have some level the level 3 enduring shadow hunter here, but I'm not applying this just yet because we're not fighting until the dragon zone, right? So I'm kind of like testing the waters. You never know, maybe I get lucky and get a level 3 talent, right? So I don't want this
Mm-hmm.
to go to waste. So I'm kind of holding off on this as much as I can. Even this level 3 magic pulse, I don't think that wouldn't really fit because I already have 3 intelligence ones up here. But that's why I was running for the pet. I mean, you can easily run a Sapphire Phaedric as well. That would definitely be really good options. So, kind of advice for those of you guys in early seasons, depending on your spend levels. Like if, you can't really, like if I had to choose, right, between um, Bertrand and let's just say Valen, right? Let's just say you're kind of limiting your dailies, right, where you're investing them. Because, Bertrand is G2, right? So for a lot of us, we played like 3 seasons before G2s came, right? Some even
Mm-hmm.
more prior to global launch. So I would say, like, if I had to choose between Bertrand and Valen, I would definitely choose Bertrand, especially with the Mirage Orb, right? And he flies, so it's like, especially even for low spend, like, or slash when I'm running super low on troops, guys, I run Thea primary a lot with Bertrand, right? And I have tried Bertrand primary as well. It does pretty good also, but I'm definitely more Team Thea on the primary side. But yeah, guys, I mean, there you guys have it. I showed you guys the build. I showed you guys the builds. It's a nice, quick, informational video. I don't really do individual ones like this, but I feel like for Bertrand, I have done enough testing to feel confident to say like, hey, like this build has worked for me. You know. Um, I showed you guys the kills. We got 30 million PvP kills with him with that exact same build. We obviously got him awakened, 6-star. Definitely have zero regrets in investing in this commander. Showed you guys the pet, the artifacts. You can kind of flex them around, because some people have some that are better than others. Obviously, Mirage Orb being number one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Any additional stuff you want to add, Gray, about our guy Bertrand? We're both very experienced with this guy.
As like a free to play low spend build, I do think like you're going back to like the Valen with Burt.
Mm.
It's definitely a good pair, bro. I've used them out in the field a decent amount of time because I was testing out Lilia Thea with Valen Burt. You need to have Valen primary for Bertrand's second skill to activate, or else you're missing out like on I think it's 10% skill damage and 5% auto
Mm.
damage.
That's a good point.
So if you don't have him primary, you're missing out on stats. And going back to it, bro, people sleep on it kind of crazy. You get 50% defense pen. Well, you get obviously if you have him 6-star, you get 10%. Bertrand's, I think his third skill gives you like additional 10%.
Mhm.
Magic Maelstrom's an additional 10%, so that's at 30. And then Valen's like I think is his fourth skill.
I
Is
think
it
so.
is a debuff that's 20% magic defense.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, 50% reduction right there. Definitely a slap. And then Valen's crit rate, kind of crazy. I've seen people hit for like 16 to 17,000 crit. Granted, like on T4s, but like on T5s and T5s, I've seen it's like some 12 to 13s.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
obviously, Bertrand is like the best pairing, but it's just a pretty heavy investment
Where
if
did
you're like, and
where did my man Saint go? He
he's
disappeared,
still
huh?
here. He's still here.
Oh, he's organizing this caravan event. Look at him.
Mm,
Organizing events and stuff.
Doing some little cooking. Don't you worry about me, boy.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
okay, okay. Thank, bruh. Thoughts on Bert?
Any last? I don't know if you've been hearing. Have you been hearing what we just talked about, Saint?
Oh yeah, of course. I must admit though, I've only left him with the cow god. I'm definitely open to doing more experiments this season now because I'll have T5 Celestials for the Dragon Zone. So definitely excited to test around, move some heroes around a bit, and maybe keep an eye on that magic tree as well with some different builds.
Yeah,
I
that's
I'm
will say that
interested.
on the magic tree though, you need to have, was it subjugator? I think it's called. You need subjugator for the magic tree to work. If you don't have it, then you can just go on skill tree.
ooh, yeah, that's a
The
good catch on the
yeah,
subjugator part.
the attack
That I
increasing
mean,
one.
that's yeah. I mean, for the magic tree to work 100%, we that's what we saw. Like subjugators, I saw in one of Chisco's recent videos too. He was like wondering if subjugators activating like per second. I mean, based off the battle reports that we saw, like
It,
it was
it keeps
triggering
refreshing plasm and it keeps
constant
giving you that.
refreshing. Hmm.
You can get 10% skill damage before like your first rage skill. So compared to Cage Animal, where we tested, it takes like a minute 30, something like that. Because Tahar
Hmm.
doesn't give you a rage skill. It's a bit
Yep.
disappointing, but it is what it is.
But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for our quick guide here on Mr. Bertrand. Hope you guys found it useful. Like I said, whenever I release builds, I want to show you guys like proof. I don't have any of my merit reports on here, but you could see the PvP kills here that I've got with Mr. Bertrand. And I'm sure this season we're gonna have even crazier reports for our magic because we're gonna be running Arcane Torrent off
They
the
no
rip.
longer.
No long
That's
range
crazy.
warfare like, for this go around. We're going all in on the mages, but we'll see, guys.
Mage me.
Maybe I end up switching it. Maybe I end up switching it. I don't know. That's how I feel right now. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the Bertrand guide. I know a lot of you guys have been messaging me for the Bertrand guide. They're like, you have no Bertrand guide. A lot of tests, a lot of this, that, or the other, but no actual Bertrand guide. So, but that's gonna be the Bertrand guide, guys. Now you have it. Now I'll be able to refer people to the video, because there's times where everything that we talked about right now, I would explain in like a 20, 30-minute conversation over Discord. Not that I don't like having those conversations, but after like a few of those, it does get a little bit repetitive. So then it's easier to kind of just have the video to, for them to guide them, and they can always refer back to it if they forgot what the conversation was, right? So hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you drop a like on the video, share it with your buddies, let them know like, yo, this is the Bertrand build. Uh, Guns and his buddies have done a lot. We're all three of us are main mages here, so
Mage
you
gang.
Archer guys, we're coming for you. G3 heroes are coming next year.
G3 mages trying to
Yeah, stay
slap.
tuned, 2025.
Mhm.
But yeah, guys, that's gonna be for this video. Make sure you guys share it. It's your boy freaking Guns, Gray, and Mr. Sainty
Do
Poo.
not forget to join the Discord
Oh,
linked in
there
the
you go.
description.
Yes,
It's
sir.
fine. You get notified of new videos and you can discuss stuff about the videos if you want without having to drop a comment. Feel free to drop a comment below though.
Yes, sir. And yeah, so it'll go into the description. So this is actually a good time to do a quick little announcement. I will be doing a live stream on Friday-ish around reset, right, on YouTube for the wheel for Zeta. Following that Zeta wheel spin, we're definitely gonna take them out for a fly. That way we see how they're even performing at 5111. We're gonna kind of do stages, right? I'll update you guys as stages. We'll definitely have our guy Toxic helping us out as well. So that's gonna be my public announcement for this stream. Stay tuned for that Zeta live wheel stream. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it. We are out. Peace.